Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video I want to show you a way of correcting star colors shot with an OSC camera, color camera, using SVBony Duo Band filter. This is the photography of the Pacman nebula NGC 281, which I took with my other setup consisting of TS65Q refractor, an AC 1600 camera, color camera, cooled, and like I said, the SVBony Duo Band filter. So the nebula itself looks very well, but the star colors are somewhat strange. They are bluish, pinkish, they are definitely not normal. But there is an easy way to correct these colors, these unnatural colors, to make them look more natural, an easy way to make it in GIMP. And I will show you the method right now. So this is the version, the original version with stars. This is the starless version, and I loaded them as layers. And the first stage, as usual, is to make a layer with stars only. So with the starless layer on top, I choose the blending mode of the starless layer to subtract. Then I click New from Visible. I name this new layer Stars. I set the blending mode of the starless layer to normal again. And I have the layer with stars only. So now what I will do is I will duplicate the layer with the original stars, and the first stage will be to make the stars smaller, to minimize them a little bit, to make them darker. So for this, I choose color, select by color tool. I click left mouse button, click and hold left mouse button on one of the biggest stars, and I drag the cursor all the way, not all the way, but to the right, observing how big the selection will be. The pinkish area is the area which will be selected. Okay, so I have centers of stars selected. Now I click select, grow. Let's grow the selection, well, let's say by 10 pixels. All right, and now let me feather the selection. Select feather by 10, let's make it. Let's feather the selection by 10 pixels. Okay. If I check the quick mask, I see that stars are selected, but the border of the selection is feathered. And this is what I wanted. Okay, so the stars are selected. Now I go to filters. I choose distorts, value propagate. I change the mode to more black. And I set the amount, the propagating rate of the filter, to about 0.5. Okay. Alright, so this is the first stage. I made the stars a little bit smaller. If we compare the new layer with smaller stars with the original one, you can see that in the new version, the new layer, the stars are smaller and not so much bright. Alright, so this is the first stage, and this new layer with smaller stars I will use in a moment as a luminance layer for another layer with corrected colors. So let me make a duplicate of this layer with smaller stars. This one will be used in a minute, and in this one I will correct colors. So I select make this layer active, and first I will blur it a little bit, Gaussian blur. This blurring is necessary to make seeing the colors better. It allows for better representation of colors. Not sure how to say it in English, but if you blur the stars, then the colors will be more visible, more prominent. Alright, so now on this blurred layer, I click right mouse button, choose colors, and choose hue saturation. And here I click on master to change colors of the entire image, all colors at once. And now I will move the slider, the hue slider, one way or the other to see and watch the star colors carefully, what happens to them. And you can see that if I move the slider to the right, the star colors change from this pinkish, bluish, brownish hue. They change to more yellow, to more orange, and that is what I want. So I don't want to move too far to the right, but I think that, yes, 36, about 36. For this particular case, 36 I think should be enough. So I click OK. And now I can try to increase the saturation. So right mouse button, colors, saturation. And let's increase the saturation. Oh. And now we have colors which are star colors, which are quite similar to the colors which we would get if we shoot without a duo band filter. They are maybe a little bit too yellowish here, but I think it will be okay. So now what I will do is I will try to remove the excess green and also some pinkish colors, if there is any on the image. But first let me try, maybe I will try to correct the color. Oh, maybe this one will be better. So this 36 value was too much because I think the stars were too greenish. I think right now they are better. So it was about 30. The hue value was about 30. Alright, so now let me do my usual trick to remove the excess green. I showed it in my previous videos. So decompose to layers, RGB, set the blending mode of the red to lighten only, right mouse button, new from visible, green, move the green on top, darken only for the blending mode of green, new from visible, new green. Let's remove those two layers. Let's move red on top. Right mouse button, colors, components, compose again. And wait, background. Aha, these are the files from my previous run. So I close them, and once again, colors, components, compose. Yes. Red, green, blue. Okay. So this is the version with removed excess green, if there was any. And now, just in case, I invert the colors and split the colors again, decompose to RGB, to remove any purple fringes, if there are any. I don't think so, because the TS65Q is a quadruplet, so it gives quite nice colors without much of chromatic aberration, but still, just in case. Okay, so new from visible. Let's set the blending mode to normal. Green, darken only. New from visible. New green. Delete layer, move red on top. Colors, components, compose. Wait. I remove this one. Colors, components, compose. Red, green, blue, okay. Up, colors, invert. And this is it. This is our layer with corrected colors, with stars with corrected colors. So now if I copy it and paste it, edit, paste as new layer. Okay, so this one, I can remove this one, delete. Okay, so this is the layer with stars with corrected colors, and on top of it is the layer with the stars which I made smaller, but they have original colors which came from the SVBony Duo Band filter. But if I set the blending mode of this layer to luminance, then I will obtain what I want. So stars which are smaller, but with color which is taken from the layer below with corrected colors. Alright, so new from visible. And I can call this layer new stars, for example. Luminance, normal. So now we can compare colors of original stars and colors of corrected stars. So these are corrected stars, and these are stars, the original stars. As you can see, the colors of the original stars are as they were, so bluish, pinkish, not natural. But the colors of the new stars with corrected colors are much better. They look as if they were taken using no filter, just RGB stars. And this was exactly my goal. So now what remains is to add these new stars to the layer without stars, to the starless layer with the nebula. But first I will duplicate this layer and I try to correct the overall color balance and the brightness of this layer with the nebula. So we can see that green and blue are a little bit too far to the right. So let me choose colors, levels, and move the green and the blue a little bit to the left. 97, even too much. 98. All right. And let me move blue like 4, 96, 96. Yeah, I think so. Let's check the color of background using color picker tool. 14, yes, 14%. So it's all right. Now I can choose colors, levels, and move the black point to the right, just to make the background a little bit darker. All right, and now I can add, let's switch the blending mode of the new layer with stars to addition. And now I can add the new stars, which have more natural color. All right, so this is the finished image taken with the SVBony Duo Band filter, but with corrected colors of stars, which look as if they were taken with just an RGB, without a Duo Band filter. We have orange stars, we have bluish stars, we have all the variation of colors, which is similar to stars taken just with a color camera or RGB filters without the Duo Band filter. Okay guys, so this is it for now. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.